Hello, hello, I am Darkness, and welcome back to The Last of Us, where I left it off at getting to the University of Eastern Colorado, where the Fireflies apparently still have some place where they're trying to find a cure. And I left it off with parting ways with Tommy after it looked like he was going to ask...
None of these buildings look like a mirror to me.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
Where it looked like Tommy was going to be the one to take her the rest of the way. And I had a feeling that wasn't going to happen, but I was glad to see the way everything played out the way it did. By the way, what would I be doing if I didn't do this properly? I am just walking past potential shit to pick up. And you know, I've had now a good amount of time to think in context about, I'm probably riding around for no fucking reason because I'm not going to find anything. Yes I did. Sure as hell did. Ellie, you stay right there.
Callus. What kind of name is Callus anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Callus.
Does I have to talk to her? No. She just named the horse Callus. That's awesome. Yay, 10 pills. I'll be right back. Hold on. There could be other things now. I'm on foot. Something is afoot. And if something is me.
Well, scoot.
Anyway, so Ellie, what she said is a smidgen significant, I think. Now, no one ruin anything for me. No one do anything too drastic as to tell me.
Callus.
I hate that name.
Do you hear that it's starting to actually sound like a... Ah, shit. Is it really all the long way around to get into that one bit? Fuck it. We're going forward.
Scooch.
They're starting to actually sound like father and daughter. But anyway,
Let's go.
Ellie specifically got in his face about being abandoned and she had two very, very specific reasons. And it might just seem like she's being vague, but Ellie has never been vague. Have you noticed that she doesn't beat around the bush? Like, there's issues, and you would think, like, Sarah, she brought up Sarah in that conversation to his face without trying to sugarcoat any part of it.
So, these places, people would live here and just study, even though they were all grown up?
Study, party, and find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives.
What they wanted to do.
Okay, there is shit in there. Alright, come on, Callus. There we go.
Let's go.
I'm getting down. There's a workbench. So now I can...
I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Now I can actually talk for a second. She had two very particular reasons of why this was bothering her. Flamethrower! Sorry. I got a little excited. What does that count as? Big gun? Yeah, let's swap this out for a bow and arrow. And yeah, keep the fucking flamethrower in there for right now. So anyway, while mulling over what she actually said, two very specific reasons, guys. Remember these two reasons. She said that either everyone's left her or died on her. Now, if you're thinking about, like, people that have left her, like, it immediately makes you think, okay, maybe she's not really thinking about her mom or dad because they died apparently right when she was a kid. So that's a feeling of abandonment, so I wouldn't necessarily say they died on her. Might not be the way I'd put that. But can I yell down to her and get some funny dialogue as I'm trying to say serious things? Hey, Ellie. What's going on? Okay. You just stay with Callus. But when I got this game, I got the remastered version that had sticking right there in your face on the menu screen Remastered. Do you want to play the normal game or Left Behind? Okay, so there. Oh,
There was a lookout here.
I was about to say. No, it's not. Where's the lookout now? H19, nothing. Still nothing. 5 new recruits from Chicago QZ. 6 guys from HQ in. Supplies delivery from HQ, Indiana, I'm assuming. 10 million werewolves. Recon went out, supplies out, recon returned in. 1 biologist from San Francisco in, 3 recruits in. Okay, so this is just a log of people in and out. He's been taking good care to make sure that no one's getting in and out without his knowledge. Good. Now here's the thing. Why isn't the lookout currently here? That's an issue that should probably be addressed right now. Like right now-ish. Stop lighting this shit as soon as you get it, Joel. Every time. And then you put it in your back pocket. So anyway, the Left Behind DLC. I would think that she would feel like she was abandoned or left behind by her parents, and left behind now by Marlene, who left her in the care of a stranger, treating her as a package when Marlene's been her closest thing to a parent. However, died. I haven't missed the fact that the DLC has her with some other girl. Get the feeling I know who she's talking about when she said died. It doesn't feel all that far-fetched. To think that she had a close friend who died on her and it tore her a new one. Oh, reload speed. Yeah, it's only 1 at a time. God, I need reload speed on this thing. No, I need more ammo before I think about reloading the shit. And I need a new package of tools. Reloading speed on that, meh. Recoil, fire rate, reload speed. Range and draw speed on that too. Reload speed on this. Why not? Okay.
Well, there we go.
So she obviously, being that specific, had, and I'm not thinking she's talking about her parents when she's saying died or left. I think she's talking about Marlene and whoever that friend was. I'm assuming it died now because of thinking about those words. Because remember, she's 14.
That was fun.
This isn't someone who's like recollecting a long lifetime of experiences. Just put it in your own perspective of how much do you remember before 5? All right, and then even after that, how much do you remember about being in grade school? Even if you're right now, if you're a teenager, how much do you remember about being in like kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade? Probably not much. So she's not like pulling out of her ass from shit that happened long.
Over there. Is that it?
It does look like a giant mirror.
Yeah, I need to be more specific with me coming this far. Well, if the mirror was all messed up. Are you following me? Oh. So, if she's pulling from things, I'm
Fireflies, I mean.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
You think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
He's bringing up exactly what I'm thinking about. When she's mentioning those two things, that's really getting to her. I'm assuming it's talking about a parental figure and a friend. Marlene's alive. I think her friend died. That's just, maybe you guys can see that as overthinking, but I guess that's what you get when the DLC comes with it.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. I'll reach over there.
You sure?
Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
I want to go back with her. I didn't finish checking shit out. Shit. Fireflies are dead, aren't they? They're not here. Unless they are really hauled off in that little corner of a building and all this went to shit and they didn't care. Fuck. That's what I don't like to see. Shit. Alright, so yeah, runners. I don't see any that look like clickers. I've got this axe that can just completely burst through them pretty fast. So I don't have to be really too concerned about this. I've been in worse situations. Let's see if I can throw this, get them all to go to it, then use a Molotov. Would that be nicer? Alright. That's me being crafty. Me continuing to be crafty. No one will hear what I'm doing. It's not like they're screaming bloody murder.
And that's that.
Is that really that? Did I really just cover it with 2 Molotovs? Mazel tov! Molotov. Not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing, just in case anyone was wondering. Do not take the things I say as being very literal or not sacrilegious like that could be. I try to be pretty... whoa! 50 of... Oh. I could have lit them up in a different way. Light them up, light them up, They're on fire! And... Sploop. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Sploop! 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 Cool. I got power running to something. I'm glad I know what I'm turning the power on for, and that I know it's the right thing to do, as I could be leading to my own demise by oh, it's powering the gates. Cool. Ellie! Coral! I'm glad he's not that bad.
Hey, I was thinking I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact.
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself? Would have been cool. I'm just saying.
Let's get going back.
Alright, Ellie, you're pretty awesome. I hope there's even more character development for you to go on. Because I am really starting to get intrigued by your character now that you made that statement. Like, there is there is real genuine intrigue about the fact that the way she speaks her mind and the way she spoke her mind to Joel. I'm not looking over that, and I don't think I'm reading too far into it. She hasn't said, unless she pulls out that fucking joke book, which is awesome, she isn't over here, you know, giving some exposition about some random bullshit that has nothing to do with anything ever. Like, oh, more bottles. Yay. I just used my last one. I guess you can only carry one at a time, so that would make sense. When she speaks, especially in the cutscenes, there's a reason. There's a fucking reason. And I think there's a reason she said it the way she said it in that cutscene. So now I want to kind of get to the meat and bones of what this means to her to have a father figure, and what it meant to her to have, I'm pretty sure, a friend die on her. What did those two events really mean to making this person that we're calling Ellie? Ah, damn, I gotta get down again because I don't think... Damn it. Grab, and bloop. Oh, wait, note. Probably says, don't turn it back on! We had to rig the door to the generator upstairs. Please use it sparingly, we're running out of gas. That was me using it sparingly.
What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
No, serious.
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Troy!
Please.
Can I make him sing? Oh my god, Troy, sing! Have you heard Troy Baker sing? Please, Troy Baker, fill my ears with your voice, please, right now. If I had been young enough that I hadn't seen Moulin Rouge, my voice man crush could have been Troy Baker. See, I am so straight that I shouldn't have to ever defend that. With that said, I have what I call your three givens, your three man crushes. One for brains, one for brawn, and one for the voice. As I added the third after hearing Ewan McGregor open his mouth at the beginning of Moulin Rouge, and I went, and so I went, oh my god, his voice, I want it now, please. But for brain, Jon Stewart, and for a man being manly man, it's not about looks, it's just like, I want to be that manly man one day, like I'm gonna do that kind of shit. Mike Rowe, because of Dirty Jobs. Is that a weird assortment? That's a weird assortment. If I could add those three people together and then make them 20 years younger so I wouldn't be dying so fast because they're all kind of older than me, I would totally do that. But Troy Baker, him and his voice, if I ever get pissed off.
Are those monkeys?
Oh shit.
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
And in conclusion, this place is fucked because there shouldn't be monkeys. Shit. Stay away from the fucking monkeys. You know, if they were testing a cure, you know what would be good for them to test on? Those fucking monkeys. Hey, hey, with the monkeys. Something, something monkey around. I'm gonna chase after him for 1 sec.
That was kind of awesome.
Well, first time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey.
Nothing in here. For the record, I grew up with a pet monkey. If you would like to hear the story of me growing up with a pet monkey, say in the comments that I should tell stories about growing up with a pet monkey. I'm not shitting you on that one. I could just leave it right there. And I'm going to for right now. I had a pet monkey. His name was Dusty. Had a pet monkey. Can I go in these places and explore? Because this looks very explorable. Yeah, it does. Yeah, buddy. So what am I running up to? Oh my god. Did I really just run up here for nothing? Oh. Game, why you be like that? Uh-oh. Wait a sec. It's not for nothing. Seems like a good way to be convoluted enough to make it so they could sleep and not be disturbed. Shit. Alright. Health kit upgraded. 67% stronger. Fucking boss right there. Yes. But all their shit is in disarray. Huh. I'm not going to be finding any. I'm full. Oh, son of a bitch. Am I really? Does it say 7? It says fucking 7. El Diablo. Yeah, no one's here. This has been abandoned. Unless they're all holed up in the facility somehow and let go of the subjects that are needed to test out a cure. Get out the Joel! Okay, fine. We came in that window. We don't have to leave out that window. Oh, I would have missed pills, though, if I hadn't just fucked around with that. Get out the fucking window, Joel. I've made it, like, 10 feet in this episode. I need to, like, step my game up. Can I jump across? Nope. But I fall like a boss.
Scoot back.
Hold on to my flamethrower. Okay.
Hey, look. Fireflies.
Yeah.
Joel, look.
I see.
I see it.
This is good. first sign of fireflies.
Your last sign might be screaming things running at you because they're dead. By the way, I'm taking that at a cantor. 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 But it's spelled with an O. A pretty slow pace on purpose. Because I'm afraid I'm gonna get jumped.
Let's try that gate.
Oh, she's coming with me. Oh, shit.
Watch yourself.
You too.
Oh, God. Wait a second. Ellie,
This won't budge.
no shit. We gotta start the generator. Hold on, Ellie. I have to run because I have no self-control. Sorry, everyone watching who are like, just go! Like, there's some people who have probably played this game enough times that they're just like, fucker, go! And I'm just, hey, guys, how you doing? I'm gonna just do a little run through this area to see if there are any supplies. Somebody's out there going, there's no fucking supplies! And I'm like, okay, so I don't see any supplies. Maybe I should go over to the right here and make sure, don't fucking go over to the right. I'm gonna go over to the right here now. Damn it! Like, I just lost one viewer because of that conversation they had in their head while watching me. It was like, one person just went, this isn't worth it. Thank you for sticking around to 20-some minutes into it, though, before you made that choice. Okay. Ellie, whoa, I know there's the building and there's generators. I'm going, and this needs juice. Click doesn't work.
Beggars.
Here's the thing. Why build a door that way when they can crawl? Seems like someone tried to get back out of a barricade. That makes sense to anyone? Guess that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Lots of pills around. Pills here! Oh, can't pass that up. It's a map. It means nothing to me. What do I need with a map? Assuming that I... Do I look like I run around like I know where I'm going? Really? Really? Anyone want to volunteer and say, yeah, he looks like he knows where he's going? There's Ellie. Alright. Oh. Well, that's clogged up there, so I guess I'm going this way. Yep. Really knows where he's going. Shit. Was that a book? Why did I just shake up the controller? It's a bash guitar. Shit happened. Shit done did happen. Full? Oh, wait. I need to make some more Molotovs. Somebody I know, for some reason, decided to just start throwing fire around. I don't know who the fuck that was, but whoever did that might be awesome. Don't light it on fire, you idiots! He lights it on fire and puts it back in his pocket every time. This is not a... Can I go out this window? I don't want to go out the window, but can I? Okay, I can't. Pills and scissors. And diary. Reading. Student's journal. How recent? 9 months waiting, still nothing. Not a word from anyone. Found some additional cans of food and some dining in the dining commons. They went last. Had an incident in Eastern Harbor barricade. Blah, blah, blah. Caught a glimpse of a group of those things running around. I saw one that looked like Heather. Maybe it was Heather. Oh, shit. Since batteries are running short, they're now only listening to the radios once a night. I gave up on that since the lad broadcast. It's been 3 fucking months. Why do they bother? Cheryl was smoking out yesterday, said she needed it. She got pissed when I threw her out her stash. She doesn't get it. We need to keep a clear head here. Someone's going to have to go into town and get more supplies. It's probably going to be me. Shit. Well.
Wonder how long you held out.
Not long. So am I seeing the dormitories and not where possibly experimentates were being carried out? Does something glow? Yep. Bandage. Bandages on my arms and my legs from you. Bandages, bandages, bandages. Ah. It's just...
Damn it, spores.
This is kind of sad. just to see that. Oh, shit. Well, does that look like where I'm going? Can I circumvent it by going like... Phew! Nope. Shit. Turn off my light, turn off my light, turn off my light. Oh, it's a clicker. Oh, it's clickers. Oh, shit. Alright, so this wasn't something that just happened. That dossier that kind of had everything spelled out and who's been where kind of made it sound like that, that it was more... the development of no whatever. Come on. Anyway, the way that little record of who's coming in and out made it sound like... Are these bricks? No, bottle. Made it sound like that it's more recent that people have been coming in and out. Not long enough for the fungus to spread like this. The fungus to be among us. And have clickers in here. So, the dormitories didn't last. That's what I'm trying to say. Damn it, I'm running... I need to do things to make more stuffs. I need more duct tape. Oh, fuck. Hey, there's a clicker. God, these students had a lot of scissors. Did they have duct tape? I'm gonna throw it right there. All right. Oh, fuck! That is not good. I'm gonna light his ass on fire. Give again. Oh, no! Alright, let me get back to right there. Let me get back to having shivved a few of them. One sec. Here's the deal. Cleaned out all these other guys. Easy peasy. Nice and squeezy. Notice that this guy only aggroes if probably you go right in front of him or do what I did, which was fuck up in the most exquisite way and make a lot of noise. So now I'm going to get really close to him while he sounds like he's sleeping and blast him with fire. My method will be to blast him with more fire. Now, if that doesn't work, I will proceed to blast him with more fire. Ballin'! Alright, so bloaters aren't an issue anymore. I got as long as I got fire, I got bloaters down. That's awesome. Okay. I hear anyone near me? Cool. Picked up a Firefly pennant. Whose was it? Joe Warren. I keep thinking that eventually I'm gonna find a pennant that belonged to like somebody like important, like Tommy's or something. I actually did expect to find Tommy somewhere, but oh well. By the way, I have not overlooked the fact that Tommy went back to Texas and got a picture of Sarah and that he declined it. I just haven't brought that up because I don't think it's the time he can bring that up yet. I don't think... Oh, this would have made a fuck ton of noise and it attracted all the ones I didn't kill if I hadn't killed them. Cool.
That should hold.
That should hold. There's nothing to hold him against because I killed them all. There's not too much to say about that image. He's, like I said before, his version of dealing is what he was berating Ellie for not doing when it came to Sam, which was literally bad things happen, move on and forget about it. And that is the only way he's gone on from having a daughter, is that something bad happened, he moved on. U.S. military recalls search efforts for what? Lay's report estimating that as much as 60% of the world's population is either dead or infected by the CBI pandemic. The United States military has released a statement that they're recalling all of its search efforts, reason up, blah, 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 will remain under patrol for citizens. Found this in town. What the fuck? No one's coming. Great. Oh, the search effort's over, and they're not included within the radius of people that they're protecting. So he found out that they're fucked. Alright. So that kind of explains what happened to this college. This college was left for dead, and those in it kind of had to do... Now, you have to think that a survival situation in the college is going to be different than your survival situation about anywhere else. Whereas, about anywhere else that... Oh, I see the watch and the soccer. Is that supposed to be making a reference to Sarah? The watch? And the soccer, because she was a soccer player and gave him the watch. That's unlike grown-ups who usually have something to defend to get so violent, or have an instinct of a set way in the world, how the world is or should be. Usually people that go to college have a more liberal mindset, and by that I don't mean by party lines. I just literally mean that you go to college to be open to be educated. And so, for a pandemic to hit a college where students couldn't get out, and this, that, and the okay.
More infected, I'm fine.
Here, come open the gate.
Then, oh, she's really concerned. You would think that they would actually have pulled their resources together a little bit better than most. With that said, they didn't have the supplies. A college only has so much, and they just didn't have what was necessary. Plug her on in. Alright, let me start her on up. Give her the 3 magic tugs. And bloink. Vroom. I'm a man! Alright, got it.
Alright, let's try the gate.
You did it!
Yeah, come on through.
Come on, Callus. And I guess you too, Ellie. Scooch. Ha! Said it! Synchronize.
I think they were fireflies.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
Is that... Okay. Take note of that. Joel knows exactly what's going down here. He didn't say anything about the Firefly and all the... He saw the pennant. He saw the inside. He saw the infected. He's seen everything around. He was optimistic. So old Joel is coming back because Ellie's rubbing off on him enough. Did you see how he acted in the first episode with Sarah? It was a very lighthearted, could joke around. Like, how'd you afford to pay for the watch? Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. His response, well, maybe you can start helping with the mortgage. Just a different, lighter tone and...
No guards.
Oh, fuck.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
Still, even saying that, his optimism is different. His mindset is different than old Joel. Why do I want to say Joe? Who the hell is Joe? I haven't been playing a Joe. Is there anything I can build? Oh, I can make a new ship.
You ever been to one of these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
You talked about Sarah.
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
Wow. Good job, Joel. Did you see that? Sarah's not off limits. Not only is she not off limits, he brought her up. He said, I had Sarah when I was pretty young, and we married for a while. The Too Much was talking about his wife, whatever happened to her, which is either a bad breakup or she died. Those are my two guesses. So, look at that. His character development is coming around enough that I'm assuming that we're about to see events transpire that will make Ellie's character development go forward leaps and bounds. Because his has gone forward leaps and bounds. Like, it's night and day different than the Joel that was made to babysit while Tess went with Marlene to go check on supplies. It's not even close to being the same person. So, I mean, that's not to say they're different people. It's a defense mechanism. I can't... Alright, here's the thing, guys. Here's a bit of my psychology degree at work for you. It's not to say that he's a different person. You having a defense mechanism can take over a good bit of your personality. And it is said that you learn and experience enough that about every 7 years you're kind of a different person, as in the decisions you would make then are very much in contrast to the way you would have made decisions 7 years prior. But there's nothing saying that there are nature-nurture components that are built from ages 2 to 4 in particular, but even...
Are we ever gonna find living fireflies?
We better.
And actually, especially now with new studies starting at 18 months, that are shaping your personality in such a way that you don't really get away from some of those parts. It's things that are either very good for you or you learn to cope. And you can almost see this as a parallel to the idea of coping. That who he is over 20 years of having to live in this world kind of marred and changed the way he had to look at everything, but it didn't. But it was a coping mechanism, and it was a way of how life had to be. It isn't necessary. He's seen and done a lot of things, so let's not like downgrade the fact that he's been on both sides of like the Hunter's situation, where he said, "How did you know that person wasn't hurt? I've been on both sides, and did you kill innocent people?" And he didn't answer. So let's not make that sound like it's not something he hasn't done. But it's definitely...
Hey, what about over there?
Yeah, that looks like a way in.
And it looks like solar panels, which is much different. Well, Ellie, we'll figure this out in one sec, because I get the feeling that this is not going to be easy.
It's rusted shut. I'll have to find another way.
Maybe we can get over it.
Alright, Ellie's going over it. What do I have to push? Where is it, and how far do I have to push it? Well, it's not over here. Push it. Push it real good. Oh, wait. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, coming back for it. One sec. Checking. Gotta see if there's any supplies that I can't quite use right now. I'm actually mostly looking for pills right now, to be honest. Just gonna be honest with that one. And any little secret doodads, simply because, like I'm like suckling at the teats of this story's like details. I want to find every single one of them. Every one of them is something different to me. It's just, I don't feel like even when I've said blah 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 trying to speed read through things with you guys watching, it's not like I didn't take any of that in. It's just that I was kind of speed reading. All right, and whoa, or that.
All right, not what I had in mind, but it'll do.
Should we get Callus or just go inside? I'm gonna vote just go inside. I don't want Callus to get hurt. Also, hold on. Sorry, there's just a part of me that said check the rooftops to make sure you can't be shot. Feels like if this was actually the place that they would be keeping guarded, that if there is a place for me to get hurt, I would have been hurt by now. So, we still need this. I see that we're going to want to get to that open area. Gonna do so, right, meow, using this. I'm sorry this episode's gone a little slower. I am a bit worn out. Today I had a bridal shoot that went a little longer than I thought it would go. And if you have ever seen me as a photographer, you'd know I'm like a nutcase with getting as much as possible.
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand. There you go.
Come on, kiddo.
Thanks. Let's look around.
You catch that? Not Ellie. Come on, kiddo. That's a pet name. That's not just nothing. That's a pet name, and that meant something. Shit. They've given me ways to stock up for like something big. So this isn't gonna end well. Just telling you that right now. I might end this episode with really having done very little, because if I know it's gonna, you know, kind of go down. Oh shit! Here's a bench.
This is a good spot.
No, it's not. It means bad things are about to happen. I wish I could up that. Wish I could up that. I get the feeling that that I'm missing a little something or other. Hey, Ellie. Emergency eye wash station. Assuming they didn't use that in time. So they were obviously here. And this looks a little more orderly. If you look, not everything's junked around. What's not necessary is gone. The eye wash station is here in the procedures. But there's burning the midnight oil and cans of food everywhere with crisscrossing of wires. So this is definitely definitely in the right place. Can say that for sure. See that animation? They don't have to do that. That is the level of detail why you get sucked in and just look at these as being real people. She's looking around. They could have her just doing the normal, like, hey, I'm an NPC, so I'm just going to walk near you. She just rubbed her fucking eye while walking. And she's looking under a table. Like, but the other one, the one that just got me, was her actually peering over something. That kind of level of appreciation will start showing you the level that you wish other games were at. When you start seeing that level of detail, you go, where the fuck were you at, other AAA games that didn't step it up and figure this shit out? Like, it really makes you think that this shouldn't be, like, the exceptional exception whatever.
Do what?
Get the cure from me. You think it'll hurt?
No, it'll probably just draw some blood. It don't hurt.
Hold on.
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies! Cure for mankind over here. Anyone?
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
Shit. She opened the door on her own and just screamed. I'm assuming she can't die quite yet for no apparent reason, but Ellie just said the magic words to get runners or humans at you. Use the shiv. Yes.
All right.
What did I get? Yes! Yes! Tools! And what did I upgrade? Show me the other thing. Molotovs. 2 times as wide. Oh, my dad. Oh, my God. So many tools. Oh. I'm about to have a fucking heyday. Pills? Pills? This was the best shiv use ever. Seriously, that was like the best use of a shiv ever. And I'm going to craft another one. And, oh, I almost have enough to put my maximum health up. Another one. I'm almost good to go with the pill situation. All right, let's go find that bench really quick while I say, Okay, so the cordyceps infect the body, but most specifically, from looking at the bloaters and the clickers, it infects the head and the brain.
Let's do this.
You purposefully have a system in your body that prevents the transmission of anything between your bloodstream and your brain that's not necessary. The blood-brain barrier, your meninges, and they prevent infections from being able to get to the brain as fast. Is you've got two levels of barrier between of a fluid barrier between anything that's circulating in your brain. So, if I'm remembering my anatomy correctly. So, with that said, if this is a fungus that literally can drive people into an insane, rageful type and is breaking that blood-brain barrier, drawing blood isn't enough for a cure. That would just show you the fungus. It wouldn't show you the activity it's causing in the brain. I've never really thought about what they would do they gotta like drill into her and take a sample out of her skull to really figure it out. They have to see how the infection is working, where the infection matters for where it's working, because it's the biggest difference between the runners and humans are simply the nature of their actions now. It's not necessarily that the rest of their body seems to be some debilitation. Wow, words are not coming out very well. It's how the fungus is interacting with the brain and getting through your meninges and literally corrupting or growing or doing something. Kind of like if you go YouTube, the ants that can get infected with that fungus, and the fungus causes the ants, while still alive, to climb to the highest branch and the highest tree, which is the best place for the fungus to grow. Then the fungus finishes killing the ant and uses its body as sustenance to start growing on that tree. That there are like 130 different species of that type of fungus for different types of species of animals. To figure out how that would grow and be affecting that body, you got to get to the brain. That's not just a blood sample. That's not just... I mean, okay, so... But it's a fungus. It's not just an antibody in her blood system. It's her body is reacting a specific way to the fungus. So it's not an antibody, and her immune system is kicking in. But a fungal disease... I'm going to have to do some research. That little line that they just said right there, I think is more important. I do not think I'm overthinking that. Will it hurt? How do we get it? And he just, not being a scientist, says, I don't know, probably just have to do... I've been talking for too long. I know that I'm probably going to have to end this episode short because I just talked for too long. But there were important things that just happened in the last one and that just happened there. And so that's my justification. Alright, as far as this goes, this matters to me. Draw speed and range. But first... El Diablo. Clip capacity. You need more. You need to be able to pierce armor. And I need to be able to fire you faster. We good, El Diablo? Okay, that's fine with El Diablo. Spread is fine. Armor piercing. I'm already got one step on that. Range is fine. Alright, get to go back to the bow. Yep, this is what I wanted. This is what I really want. Tell me what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want a bow that will draw really fast and then back.
Now we're talking.
Really, really, really want to shoot those things. Okay, she just said the magic words and went into somewhere that looks dangerous. Oh, that is not the way I came in. I cannot jump that. Shit. I'm shitting you not. I think I have to end it here because I think I have to do research. on how a fungal disease progresses through the body, and any fungal disease that would be able to break the blood-brain barrier. If it is able to control your actions, it's at least getting to your reptilian brain, which means brainstem, which is controlling all of your automatic functions pretty much. They would need a sample from there. They can't just get it from your bloodstream to see how your body's fighting it. They would need to see how the reptilian brain is responding to having a fungus that for other people it is creating them to not have use of pretty much their frontal lobe or any higher intelligence other than ravenous. It's gonna drive me nuts now. I think my brain's brain too much and that I've got to go research now. All right, what does this note say?
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
I don't get it.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
Stay close. All right, I'm leaving it off with that. Because again, I have to reprocess Joel now. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm going through a lot of talking right now, but here's the thing. A lot of things just happen. I can't go down there, can I? I don't want to see what's in store for me up there. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is too much talking in this one, but here's the deal. Here's how it really is. Joel just went through something that completely changed the way... Yes, they're the batteries. They're good now. Joel went through a transformation where he let Ellie in to a part of his life he shut off for 20 years. He shut it off, and he shut it off to, it sounds like, everybody. I would even assume that the hopefulness that Tommy had about trying to find a cure and joining the Fireflies is something that was lost on Joel, because Joel had already just gone through a traumatic death of everything he really valued and loved in this world, which was, however he lost his wife, he then lost his daughter. I know Tommy's his brother, but the loss of your child really doesn't, it's not, you know, I miss my brother. I wish my son had an uncle that grew, I wish so many different things, but no parent should ever have to bury their child. My mom should not have had to do what she just had to do in the past few weeks because she lost her son. So the part of me even says, even if their two personalities were clashing, he just didn't see anything other than surviving through and getting through this because he lost Sarah. So now that he's breached that, I'm reassessing how I'm thinking about Joel and his actions. He even said kiddo. He just said stay close. He usually doesn't have to tell Ellie to stay close. He tells her to do what he says in a lot of the past, and he has other people telling her to stay close. He's warned her, but he is being protective. So he's gone back into father mode whether he realizes it or not. Ellie is being receptive of it, and it really, so there's a strong bond, but now she just said a one-liner that completely just fucked with my head, and I have to stop. I can't. I could have stopped. I could have not talked for 20 minutes and have been through the upstairs by now, and I talked instead. Sorry, guys. I made this longer than it had to be. My opening thoughts in the next one, I swear, will be like 2 minutes worth, and it'll be me actually doing shit while I think. But I gotta figure out how, like, I think they have to cut her head open to be able to figure out exactly what's going on. So they better have some pretty fucking advanced medical equipment. Marlene is the one that sent her. Marlene raised her since she was a child. There's no fucking way Marlene sent her knowing what I'm trying to figure out in my brain now and not knowing that they didn't have some type of technique to be able to do an advanced exploratory measure into the brain without doing permanent damage to her. I don't think I'm overthinking this. I have to go do research now. I cannot continue with the game. I can't concentrate. I'm sorry. I think about things and they get stuck in my head, and if I can't come up with the answer, I need to go research. And it's not me researching Wikipedia. I will be going to my first source of credible information about fungi and infections and brain effect, and I will be looking up journal articles to see exactly the progression, how they're treated, how they can break the blood-brain barrier, how something like this would happen. I'll look up how it happens with the ants and the other different species where the fungus can keep the thing alive, but make it do as it's told to do by a fungus, like making it crawl to the highest place, because that's where the fungus thrives. That all points to not good things for Ellie. That's gonna drive me nuts. That's gonna fucking drive me nuts. I hope I'm near the end of the game because it's gonna fucking drive me nuts. Thank you for watching. Sorry I went on such a long rant. We'll get to more of the game. I will not go on such a long exposition and just I will not just like verbal diarrhea dialogue at you like I did this time. But there is okay. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna sign off right now, and I hope to see you back here again really, really soon. Bye. With the fact that it's kind of like a whoa. Oh, there you are. Hey, Fred! Ah! God, I ran into it on purpose.